Welcome back, everybody. It's Rama from Junk Journal Divas. Hello, my friends. It's Rama, and I am back. If you saw my post, I have been chopping up saris for days. I'm very excited to share these with you today. So let's take a look at them. This is exactly what they come packaged looking like. I have them wrapped up, and I put a little boho bead, one of my boho beads, on each one. I got a blue one on this one, and if you can see here, these are monsters. These are very large, and I mean, I think this would last me a year. So let's take a look and dig into these girls. Okay, so let me put this aside. So I'm gonna just kind of measure a couple of pieces to give you an idea of how large they are. All of these bundles are the same. And so I pretty much have a method now. So what I do when I get them is first I make packages with all of the borders. Now, when you get a sari, let's say this large piece is a sari, except this is a square. They're usually a rectangle, but there's usually two borders that are really detailed. And then, I mean, they vary, of course, but the borders are always the best part. So I start with making packages with the borders, and that's what I have here today. So after this, then I might have some borders that aren't quite as detailed and ornate. And then sometimes there's also, you know, in the middle, they'll be pretty designed, so I cut those out. Those packages are a little bit less expensive. And then I have the snippet packs that are just the little cut off pieces that I save. And I'm also going to be doing strips because I want to make some tassels. So that's going to be a video coming up soon. But let's get looking at these for the sari borders. So this chunk, to give an idea here, yeah, is about 8 inches a square. So let me hold this up so you can see. Now this one, just to give you an example, so this is an example of a border. So you can see it's got the beadwork and all the sequins. And sometimes I will just cut the border off, and then this would be a separate section. For this piece, I just decided to leave the whole thing together, so you just kind of get a square chunk of it. So that is the first piece, and I think I'm just going to flip them upside down. It makes it easier for me. Okay, so this one, and you guys, these are in no particular order as far as color or anything. But this one, oh my goodness, I love these colors. So let me just start with this. So this is the border. So you can see all that shimmer, and I just love the colors. So there's a piece of the border, and then this was just added in. I just kind of cut one of these for each package. Then there's a border that has, you know, like this is a border that goes right into the sequins. See the difference here, but they're both borders. And I just love the colors of these. Doesn't it remind you of the beach? And anything that reminds me of the beach, I'm happy about. And then we've got this one. And then we have this bright pink, and I will show you. So this is the border piece here. I rarely use the whole piece in one area. I usually cut little pieces out. But again, it depends on what you're using them for. And yeah, I mean, whatever your imagination can come up with. And then we've got a large flower. And then moving on to, this is another border. And then we have this. So this one, there are no sequins on it. It's just a lot of embroidery. Tons, tons, tons. And I just liked the colors, that pale pink. Here's another one, piece of this. Let me see. So most of these pieces are 8 to 9 inches in length. This is 5.5 by 9. Just giving you an idea here. Again, I love these colors. I love blue, that bluish green. Another piece of this border, and there's more of this down in here. We've got some yellow with lots of little guys. Little swirlies. Another border. And then this one's nice. This one's, it's kind of thicker. This fabric here with all that embroidery on it. 8 by 5. And then here's one with the sequins. And you guys, I love to see what people make with these things. So if you have any, even, you know, the other ones that I've sold, or you purchase one of these, I just love to see all of the ways that people use them. So here's another one. More blingy. And then this one, so this was the border, and I just added 2 more of the flowers in here, and those are about 2 inches, the flowers. And then there's 2 pieces of the larger ones, and they are approximately 4 inches, or a little bit bigger than 4 inches. So pretty, right? Okay, and then this one, so you can see, like, this is a border. Look how pretty this is. All kinds of stuff going on there. 6 by 8 for this one. And then the center part had these guys. So I cut one of these for each package. That's about 8 inches in length. So you could leave it as is or cut it and use little pieces. And then we've got this blue. I don't know what it is. Well, of course, blue is like this blue, and like these colors, like the greenish teal, are just always I gravitate to. So we've got this piece, 8 inches, and then a piece of this border. I see this being like a pocket or something, right? With like these guys dangling off the edge. And you could even just use this as the pocket and then cut these and use them somewhere else. So many possibilities. And then this is just another piece with those little guys on. Another thing I love about these is anything that you're doing, like you guys, if you saw my Christmas trees or other things that I've made that looks like it's slow stitched, and I'm not a very good slow stitcher. So I love using pieces of this stuff because it looks so much more ornate, and you didn't even really have to do anything except for glue. So here's a border. Then we've got a piece of this one, the green with the flowers. Another thicker piece of the border. Look at this color. So yummy. So we've got the border, and it just depended on, you know, what I ended up with when I cut it. But like this piece, for example, is longer. So this is like a foot long. How beautiful. And then what do we have? Got some pink in here. So again, this is the border, that scalloped piece. Let's see, this is just a piece. So I'm thinking Valentine's Day and stuff coming up, if you have makes, you could just cut, you know, these out, the circles to go on stuff. You got this piece with some more flowers. I tried to get some, you'll see underneath here, some really nice soft colors, so not everything is just bold and bright. Okay, then we got this piece that's a pretty big chunk, like 6.5 by 8-ish. And let's see, we've got blue, red, and gold in there. Some flowers here, this pretty pale pink, like a nude color almost. And then this is the border. 7 by 9, a little over 9. This is like the dark brown one that I showed. The same colors. Then we've got this pretty pink, really pale pink. And then this one, I don't even know, what color would you call this? I mean, it's kind of orangish, but it's more like a muted orange with some silvers in there. So these are what I was saying, these big flowers. You can see these. It's almost like a pink, and then goes into like a salmon color or something. Those are really pretty. And then there is this piece. And then we've got another border here. And then a big chunk here with the scallop at the bottom. Okay guys, so these will be in my shop, and these are $28 for all these goodies. And like I said, I will have some other packages that will be coming up soon. Thank you so much for watching.